Okay, we left off 218. Page 218, Seder HaKiddush. Now we're going to speak about the Shechianu precede the Leish Basukkah. Does Leish Basukkah precede the Shechianu? Seder HaKiddush. What is the order of Kiddush on Sukkahs? Yayin, we say Borfri Agofen, Kiddush, Kaddish Yisrael Vazmanim, the Sukkah, Leish Basukkah, Vakach Zman. And it closes with Shechianu. Shechianu is the closing bracha of Kiddush. Why? Fishazman chose ala Kiddush hayom. Shechianu is going on the Yom. We always say Shechianu for the Yom Tif. Val mitzvah sukkah. So therefore it follows the Leish Basukkah. It's going back on everything. It has to cover everything. If it preceded Leish Basukkah, so that means Leish Basukkah is the sukkah. So that sukkah comes afterwards. But since the first night the Shechianu goes back on sukkah, therefore, the closing bracha of the Kiddush Friday night is Shechianu. No, then you don't. You still say Shechianu, but then you don't have to. You could say it afterwards. Either you say Shechianu first, but you said it afterwards. It's not valid. We're talking appropriate order. Why it's specifically in this order? Yain Kiddush v'Sukkah. Sheyevshel levorach al Sukkah kodem sheyivorach al Kiddush hayom. One doesn't say Leish Basukkah until you've acknowledged the day. Why are you sitting in the sukkah? Because it's sukkahs, right? The Kaddish Yisrael Vazmanim. Then we talk about Leish Basukkah. Shur v'tchilo des Kaddish Hayom v'akach des Chayv Leish Basukkah v'akach Zman ve'in nafkamina ben she'asukkah ois asuya v'omedes im aschach mikvor ben she'aso kodem Chag HaSukkos. He says it doesn't make a difference whether the sukkah was in place from before, or he had made it before Sukkot. Kevon shlo beirach oleo oz b'shas asiyo, im kei muta lo v'achshov levorech zman al kim hamitzvah. Im lo beirach zman balaylo. Stop. I mean, I don't understand what he means. If he built a sukkah, or like you said, or he added a wall, he added schach, okay, so that's considered he made the sukkah. But let's say the sukkah, it's the same sukkah he's been using for years. He did nothing to change the sukkah, right? I mean, what should say Shechianu on the sukkah? Because he says it here. Bein shasukkah yisasuya v'omedes imaschach kvar mikvar. Bein shasok kodem Chag HaSukkos. Whether it was there in place before with the schach, he did nothing, or he made the sukkah before sukkahs. Kevon shlo beirach oleo oz b'shas asiyo. What do you mean he didn't? There's no reason why you should have made it b'shas asiyo, because he didn't build it. Since he didn't say the brach Shechianu when he built it, which factually, if he would have said it, it's a valid bracha. Therefore, he says it now. But again, I mean, but he didn't. He says if the sukkah was in place, he did nothing to the sukkah. Why should he say Shechianu on it? I understand what he means. That's what's bothering me. No, he says Bain. He says whether the sukkah already stood intact or he built it. Since he didn't say the bracha when he made it, so it's incumbent upon him to say the bracha now. Good, but that's only one aspect of it. If he made it, not if it stood before, that's what I'm saying. It's a little ambiguous over here. If you wouldn't want to tell me, since in fact if he built a sukkah, he would have to do that. So therefore we don't differentiate. So we say the Shechianu at the end, right? That's the way could be. That's what he means. Im lo berach zman balaylo. No, he says even if the sukkah was valid.
We said one idea was that it was going on completion. He built it, but then there's some sort of aspect of completion of the
Right.
itself.
No. We said two things. The two things. Building the sukkah means, he says, even if it was valid, if you added schach, that's considered, even though the sukkah, right, that's called building. But he says, but since the value of building the sukkah is to facilitate the mitzvah, therefore the minhag is we say Shechianu on the sukkah when we do the mitzvah.
Right, the mitzvah doesn't have any relevance.
Because the purpose of the building is to fulfill the mitzvah. Right? But that we're talking about something else. What do you say Shechianu on Yom Tif? For what you did, because you didn't say it before Yom Tif. You could have said it before Yom Tif. But we say it later because the building is to facilitate the mitzvah. So he did no building, and he says, nevertheless, we say Shechianu afterwards. That's what I'm saying, right? He says, whether it's A or B, Doesn't make a difference. It should make a difference, right? If it's A where the sukkah was intact for years and you did nothing, so one doesn't say Shechianu on the sukkah, right? Nevertheless, he says, Im lo berach zman balaylo. But he didn't say that before. He didn't say that. Yeah, but he didn't say that. Yeah, but you see, the words don't read, even the way he says. Kevon shlo berach oleo os b'shas asiyo. Right? According to you, it's not a sukkah because it didn't function as a sukkah. So it's not lo berach oleo b'shas asiyo. He didn't say the brach when he made it. He didn't make anything. It was made. So you see, it clearly doesn't mean what you're saying. Right? Good.
If it was possible and I had an esrog that I love and I could keep it from year to year, could I still make a shechianu on the second year? So is it
No, because there the shechianu is not on the esrog. It's on the purchase of the esrog. There the shechianu is on the fulfillment of the mitzvah. Has nothing to do with the purchase.
It could be old.
Yeah, it makes no difference. Definitely makes no difference. No, right, correct. Correct. He's Iblo Berach is man balaylo. If he did not say shechianu at nighttime, Yochel Levora Kol Shiva, Afil Blo Kos. That's Gemara. The Zman Yochel Levora, Yochel Lomos Afil B'Shuk. It's Gemara Shabbos. I mean, you're unattached to a sukkah. You're walking in the market. There's no sukkah there, right?
And you're sitting in his work place. You just had it on one day, standing all.
Right. You can say Shechenu because Shechenu is on the Chag. But Afil B'Shuk is the words of the Gemara. The Gemara says Afil B'Shuk.
This is why he didn't say Sheyanu on the Yom Tov also.
Right.
What if but the example we had yesterday, that he went to the neighbor's house, he was so he said Sheyanu, so that doesn't
So that we discussed that. We were unclear on that. Because Ramos said in two halachos back that if he didn't say Shechayonu at night because he ate in the house, and now he says eats in the sukkah, he says Shechayonu during the daytime again. Because the one on the sukkah he hadn't said at night. So we had a question: if he ate in somebody else's sukkah at nighttime, and now he's eating in the sukkah that he built during the daytime, does he say Shechayonu? Seemingly he should.
Right, so what I'm saying
Right, but I don't think that's the halacha. I don't think that's the way people conduct them unless they just don't know the halacha.
right, it's a nuance.
Yeah, seemingly they should. According to Ramo, you should say the Shechayanu.
I mean, it's very practical. So people get invited the first night. So let's say even the second night, so he says Sheyanu, it could go still on the
No. That's not Sveika Diyoma. That's not the Sveika Diyoma. If you ate in your own sukkah the first night, you eat second night, you don't say Shechayanu on the sukkah. You already said Shechayanu. You say it on the Chag because it's Sveika Diyoma.
But saying on the Chag, the Sveka the Yom, you can have in mind.
You don't need that. You don't need that. You can't have in mind in the sukkah unless you're in the sukkah. Otherwise, the Ramah doesn't make any sense. Right? If you're in your house, you can also have in mind the sukkah.
What if when you shake the lulav and say that Sheyanu, to have in mind in the sukkah also?
But again, you have to be in the sukkah. You have to be in the sukkah. That's clear from the Ramah. You have to be in the sukkah. You say Shechayanu, not on the sukkah. Not on the sukkah. On the Chag. You say Shechayanu. Eat on Pesach. Right? What do you say Shechayanu on the Chag? Right? The Chag you say Shechayanu. No, it's not over there. No, he's differentiating.
Right. Part of it seems to be on the sukkah, and part of it seems to be on the
The same Shechayanu could go on both if you were in the sukkah. Right? So he says that's why you put it at the end. To indicate it's going back on everything. It's going on the Chag and also on the sukkah.
But if you have either one, definitely if you have your own sukkah, that would trigger a Shechayanu.
Correct? But you're also obligated. But the one Shechayanu covers both.
Yeah, but that's why the question is it rained the first day and one day
Right.
then you say Shechayanu by lunch.
Yeah. That's what the Rama says.
You say Shechayanu at lunch.
That's the.
He's asking is in the Chag to say Sheyanu. Of course he will.
You always say Shechayanu on the Chag. The Chag regards with sukkah, not sukkah. You say Shechayanu on the Chag. That's Afilu B'Shuk. Even if you're in the marketplace, you say Shechayanu.
So why don't you ate in your neighbor's sukkah,
Yes,
when you
yes.
come back again to your sukkah,
Then of course you'd say Shechayanu again. You would say Shechayanu on the sukkah, not the Chag. That's on the sukkah. That's like eating the next day in the sukkah. That's the same as like coming the next day into your sukkah to say Shechayanu. Yeah, like lunchtime. Lefi. So he says, why do you say Shechenu at the end, after Leisha Basukkah? Homokum b'di'evet, he says, Im ovar uberach zman v'akach sukkah. Let's say he didn't say it as that. Eino chozid levorech zman. Of course, one doesn't have to say Shechenu again. V'amrinon, daizman koi gama sukkah de basarei. Even if you put the say the zman before Leisha Basukkah, factually, the zman is going on both. It's going on the Chag, and it's going on the what? It's going on the Sukkah. It's interesting, people in Machzorim, it's not clear. You know that it's not clear in the Machzor, right? So people get confused. But people who really know nothing, they show their, what kind of Talmidei Chacham they are. They make a whole issue over this. This is such an issue because many people they get confused on this, and right away they demonstrate, their proficiency in halacha with this over here, Shechianu, this, that, and all this nonsense.
And
Yeah.
people says that if you mess up the order, it also
Makes no difference. Makes no difference. Makes no difference.
But practically, you say the Shiganu in the first night after all the brachas, and then the
Second night.
you switch it.
Correct. Just do one more halacha. La Rambam. Okay. Now, normally, there are different ways to make Kiddush Friday night. Some people stand the whole time. Some people, they stand only for the first part of the Kiddush, they sit the second half of the Kiddush. Okay, so when you finish Makadosh Shabbos, if you're sitting, it's understandable. What do? You drink the wine. What about if you stand the whole Kiddush, when do you drink? Do you drink the wine standing, or do you drink the wine sitting? You sit down and you drink the wine. Okay? What about on Sukkos? You say, Leisha Basukkah. Ul Rambam Mekarish Umod, Umevorech, Leisha Basukkah, V'Yoshev. Hear this? According to Rambam, the Kiddush is you stand, and umevorech leishi basukkah, and you say the brach leishi basukkah standing, and then it's over l'asiyosam. Then you sit down. V'achach mevorech zman, and then you say sheikhanu afterwards. Ve'ino came. He says, but al minik elo mekachim yushav. We say Kiddush sitting, right? That's the Ramah. He was a real Litvisher, right? A real Misnagit.
But you say
Right? V'chein dasa rosh. Okay, we'll leave this for tomorrow. Howard, pull out the monitor. It's ringing in the, they don't know what to do. Okay.
Does he mean like even Friday night you say?
We'll see.
Friday night you sit for the second half.
Some people sit for the whole Kiddush.
On Friday night?
Very few. Our Shiv Zechariah Baruch said for the whole Kiddush, even the beginning. I never knew it. There was one time his wife was out of town, and he ate with us in the dining room. So he said Kiddush for everyone, the Rosh Hashiva. And he sat even for the beginning, So when he was going to sit, I said to him, the Bochum, no, they're not used to it. If you have something set in place, they always do something. Everything, it's going to change everything. So it's not really good for the yeshiva, You have a certain way to conduct yourself, even though he did it differently, okay. But sometimes you have to do something differently, not to disrupt the order, the way things are normally done. He's still sad. Even for the first half.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't ask.
Which Bukhud? It's very unusual.
And did that impact the Bachman?
No. They still.
Everybody did their own minhag.
No, not you don't do Yom Min. There was a minhag in the yeshiva. Minhag yeshiva was to stand for the first half and sit for the second half. My mashgiach Zechariah Baruch, he said all anything that had to do with halacha, he's the one who set in place in the yeshiva. Anything that had to do with how we conduct ourselves, everything, davening, zmanim, everything, it was the mashgiach. His name was Rav David Krongles. You could ask your cousin about it. Yeah, but he wasn't in the yeshiva. He wasn't in the yeshiva. He was only in high school. He never made it into yeshiva. Yeah. What? First half stand, and second half sit. Eidos, yeah. That's what Mishna Berura says. The Chovos HaLevavos says that's what you should do. Hasidim stand for the whole thing, and Balabatim also stand for the whole thing because they're Balabatim. That's why.